Hi, good morning. Today is Friday, June 12th. My name is Rachel, and we are here at Berkshire Yoga Dance and Fitness for our moderate flow yoga class. This is a live stream class that will happen from 9 to 10, so we'll get started in just a moment. We're just a couple minutes after 9 right now. We'll begin momentarily in a seated centering meditation and warm-up. We'll get into some standing flow. We'll have plenty of time to stretch, move, relax at the end. Hi, Helen. Good morning. It's so good to see you. It's a beautiful day here in Pittsfield. I hope it's nice and warm where you are. Good morning, Jane. Good to see you for the flowers and the hearts. It's a beautiful day today. So glad that you guys are starting your day with some yoga this morning. So we're going to get started in just a moment for our moderate flow class. You don't need anything special today. So just your mat is fine. If you'd like to practice with blocks, feel free to grab your blocks or any other props like blankets or bolsters to support your practice. And it's so funny. I'm used to, happy Friday, Joanne, good to see you. I'm used to being able to check in with you guys in the morning and ask if there's any requests or anything that you need or how you're feeling. So it's a little funny that it's a little more one-sided, that I can see that you're here, which is awesome. But if you do have any requests, feel free to just shoot them on over to me via a little message here. And I can throw in any poses that you want, or if there's places in your body that are needing attention or anything you want to work on or focus on today, feel free to give me a little shout out. Otherwise, we'll just see where the morning takes us. Good morning, Chelsea, Amy. I'm so glad you're here. Oh, wow, you did Tai Chi already. Good. You get a gold star for moving your body and taking good care of yourself this morning. That's awesome. I'm glad that you made it for yoga. And good morning, Patty. It's great to see you guys. So I think we'll get going since we're a couple minutes after 9 now. I did want to give you a quick update to thank you guys for all the feedback that you provided a couple weeks ago on the survey that I sent out on my own classes and the studio-wide survey. The feedback and the encouragement and the support was really, really helpful to create a plan for the summer. So I'm going to keep live streaming these classes in some way through the rest of the month in July and August. So if you're used to taking them and you wanted to keep them virtual, which most of you did, they will remain virtual. If you wanted to be outside, feel free to take your device outdoors wherever you are and practice outside. A lot of people have been doing that, which is cool too. And then I am hoping to be offering some outdoor yoga on Onoda Lake. I have a meeting with the Pittsfield Parks Department on Tuesday to get approval. We're also going to be offering lots and lots of classes at Springside Park if that gets approved, as well as the Common. And then I will also be up on Mount Greylock, so that is approved. So those are going to be the first and third Sunday. So I'm going to do 2 a month for July, August, and September. So stay tuned for that. So if you were wanting to get outside, we will get outside, hopefully. And I'll send more details to you guys on that. Amy, I'm so glad it's a daily practice for you guys. That's awesome. It's the best way, in my opinion, to start the morning, to stretch, to breathe, to meditate, and do a little bit of yoga. So let's get going. Come take your seat, and I'll check in with you guys at the end. So just relax, enjoy, take it at your own pace. Take any modifications or adjustments that you need so you feel most comfortable. You're so welcome for continuing online. I'm so glad that we're doing it too. It's been kind of fun in a way, just a different kind of fun. So I look forward to seeing you guys in person too. I miss you terribly. So until then, we'll keep doing this virtually. So come get comfortable and we will begin. Great. Okay. So we're going to come into a seat today. And if you're new to this practice with me, I always like to begin our classes with a meditation and centering. So whether we're in our vigorous class, our gentle class, either way, I like to just drop in and take a little bit of a seated meditation or lying down sometimes. So let's do that. So close the eyes, feel your legs, and just start to connect to your body. So you can literally feel the legs. So closing the eyes, place your hands on the knees, on the thighs. Just start to gently rub the legs. So sending a little love to your body, starting to physically, literally connect to your body. Maybe feeling a little rock forward and back or side to side, just to kind of notice the spine, notice what's happening in your body on just a physical level this morning, what you need, how you're feeling. And then kind of wiggle into a comfortable seat with palms down. Begin with your letting go breath. So you can just hold on to your knees or your lap. Take a deep in breath. Exhale a sigh. And do that again. Deep breath in. Exhale. And last time, big breath. And exhale. Good. Breathe in through your nose. Hold when you get to the top of the breath. Through your nose, exhale and round your back. Tuck your tail, scoop your belly, draw the navel in and the tailbone under. Let's hold the breath out. Keep that cat back. Take a deep inhale. And full exhale. And then inhale, float forward on the sit bones. Lift the belly, lift the chest, lift the throat and face. And as you exhale, round your back, tuck your tail, scoop your belly, bring the chin towards the chest. Take that one more time. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Move it right into the shoulders. Inhale, sit up tall, shrug the shoulders. Exhale, back and down. And twice more, just moving those shoulders up. And release. Last time, up. And release. Open the palms up, let the backs of the hands touch your lap. As you exhale, drop your chin, stay tall and long in the spine though, just a heavy head, relax the face, take a deep breath in. And full breath out. On your next inhale, let the right ear come over to the right shoulder. Open up the left side of the neck. Open up the face. And exhale back through center. Come the other way. Bring the other ear to the other shoulder. Open up. Exhale through center. One more time each side, ear to shoulder. Back through center. And last time. So you're really just trying to get some space in the tops of the shoulders and the neck. And back through center. And then lift the head up, keep the eyes closed. Breathing out where you are. Starting to deepen the breath to that 3-part Dirga breath that you may be familiar with. So you're breathing in and out through the nose. As you inhale, you're letting the belly expand. The ribs open and widen. The heart and collarbones and chest fill with breath. And as you exhale, the chest softens. The rib cage can relax. And the belly can soften. And continue that. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Moving at your own pace, just noticing that conscious inflow and outflow of the breath. Notice how perhaps the quality of the mind or sensations in the body can start to shift as you take this moment to be still, physically, mentally, emotionally, this time to be with yourself, to drop into the present moment, to find this most aligned state of being, this sense of grace and ease and peace, even in times that might not feel so graceful or easy or peaceful. Giving yourself permission to find that within yourself, to fill yourself up with love and light, compassion and strength, so you can show up as the best, highest version of yourself today, for yourself, for all those you're going to come in contact with. Sending more love and peace and unity into the world around us. And the next time that you breathe in, let the hands come together in a prayer position, Anjali Mudra, let the palms touch. As you exhale, bow your head to yourself. If you'd like to form an intention for today's practice, please do so now. It could be as simple as what brought you here to practice today, what you're seeking, whether it's physical, mental, spiritual, emotional. What do you need today? What do you want to invite in today? And then as you inhale, slide the hands up, lengthen the arms, lift the face, lift the eyes, open them up. And exhale, bend the elbows right into the waist, shine the palms forward, spread the fingers wide. Do that twice more. Inhale like Tadasana arms, so you lift up, look up through the arms. Exhale, pull the elbows in and down, drop the chin. So we're just linking our breath with movement. Inhale to lift in this vinyasa or flow style of practice. Exhale, release. There will be moments where we hold and there will be moments where we flow with our breath. Inhale, lift the arms, interlace the fingers, release the pointer, stretch up tall, and up and over to the right. So open the waist, the ribs, the armpit of the left side, and then come through center. Exhale, up and over to the left, open up the right ribs and armpit and chest. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist to the right. Bring the left hand across the lap, the right hand behind. Sit up super tall. Look to the side or over the back shoulder and breathe there. Good. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, rotate the spine the other way. Sit up long and tall. So just warming up if you're tuning in. We just finished our centering and meditation, moving through our warm-up and getting into that flow practice. We'll be together till 10 o'clock. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, release the hands behind, drop your chin, interlace your fingers. Press the fists down to squeeze the backs, the shoulders together. Open up the chest, the ribs, the throat, the face. Exhale, release the gaze and the hands and roll the shoulders. Let's take one big hip opener here. So pressing into fingertips, lift the heart. If you want to press the pelvis forward and up, press it forward and up. And exhale, release. Come on to all fours. So you can come over your shins or you can unwind the legs. So you're going to come into tabletop and take your hip circles. Just bring the hands a little further forward and start to spin the hips around. So nice big circles in one direction. Good. And then start to spin the hips the other way. And then bring the hips back to the heels, widen the knees, let the big toes touch, sink the belly through the thighs, drop the head, and take a little rock side to side. Pause here, lengthen out, stretch the ribs away from the hips, lengthen the arms, drop the head, and hold and breathe, or press the hands to prayer. Bend the elbows and let the forearms fall back to the head. So you stretch the triceps more, a couple breaths. Good, extend the arms forward. Roll forward through cat, round your back, knees come underneath the hips. Keep rolling forward till you get to that up dog shape. Lift the belly, lift the heart, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, roll back through child, round the back, dip the hips towards the heels. Let's do this a little different this time. So roll forward through cat, and then you're going to soften the elbows, come all the way to the belly. Pressing into the hands, lift just to cobra. Lift the chest. Keep the pubic bone down this time. Open the heart. Release back to your belly. Press up and back to tabletop. Curl the toes under and float the knees up to down dog. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, release back to your knees. Breathe in here. Exhale to child. Uncurl the toes. Sink back. Roll forward through cat. All the way to the belly. Soften the elbows. Come to the thighs, the pubic bone, the belly, the chest, onto the belly. And then lift the heart. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release to belly. So same flow. So you're going to take it through tabletop. And then all the way to down dog. Toes curl under, knees rise, hips press back. Take a breath or so here. Good. Glide forward again, table. It's going to be our last time. Uncurl the toes, sink to child's. And then roll through cat. All the way to melt onto the belly. Setting up for cobra pose, hands back near the chest. Lift the heart. So just warming up that spine, warming up the body, release to belly. Come back to tabletop. Last time, toes curl under, knees rise, hips press back to dog, and we're going to stay here. If this is too much, drop the knees to puppy pose or come into child's. From your dog, come on the balls of your feet, lift your heels up. Exhale, drop the right heel, bend the left knee, look underneath the right arm. Good, inhale, rise. Exhale, switch. Inhale, rise. Exhale, both heels drop down towards down dog. Take a couple breaths. If your down dog feels tight this morning, just bend the knees a little bit and then pull the hips back. Hold. Good. Take a walk up to the top of the mat, as many steps as you'd like, walking feet to hands or hands back to feet. Feet can be hip width distance. You're going to shake your head yes. And shake your head no. Let your head hang, let the body relax. Grab a hold of opposite elbow. Take a little ragdoll sway left to right. If you're uncomfortable upside down, bring your hands right to your shins or your legs for a flat back. Otherwise, you can be in this deep fold. And then if you're swaying, let go of the elbows. Bend the knees generously. Slowly, mindfully roll yourself up to stand. At the top, big sun breath. Lift the arms up. Exhale right through prayer. Close your eyes. Remember any intention that you set, coming back to this place of peace and ease and grace. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release your arms. We'll start to flow here. So let's take a sun breath. Inhale, lift the arms. Interlace your fingers. Stretch up and over to the right again, just like we did in our warm-up, half moon. Inhale through center. Exhale up and over the other way. Inhale through center. Exhale, release your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers just like the warm-up. Press the fists down. Squeeze the backs of the shoulders together. Roll the chest open. Look up. And then exhale, sit into skier pose. So feet can be hip width. Sink the hips back. Hold here. So from the side, it looks like this. Long diagonal line from hips to head. Take a deep breath. Either stay or standing yoga mudra. You could straighten the legs, come to a forward fold, and let the arms fall away from the back. Couple breaths. Good. If you're in that standing yoga mudra variation, bend the knees, bend the hips, come back up to skier pose. Lift the chest and hold. Take a deep breath. Release the hands. Inhale, Tadasana. And exhale, bend the knees, swan dive. Inhale, flat back, everything lengthens. Straighten the legs, straighten the arms, bring the hands to the shins, pull the head away from the tail. Exhale, deep fold. Step the right leg back to a low lunge and land on your right knee. Back toes curled under or uncurled. Inhale, arms lift out and up to Anjaneyasana, crescent lunge. Exhale, swan dive to touch the ground or the blocks. Send the left leg back to meet the right leg to a knee down plank. Take a deep breath. Exhale, lower to modified chaturanga. Elbows back, come to your belly, uncurl your toes. Inhale, cobra. Exhale to belly. Inhale, table. And exhale, dog. Inhale, rise on the balls of the feet, lift your heels. As you breathe out, drop the right heel, bend the left knee, look underneath the right arm. Inhale, calf press, heels lift. Exhale, switch. Inhale, rise. Exhale, both heels drop on your next in-breath. Float the right leg up, three-legged dog. Flex your foot, strong, firm leg, and roll your ankle. You don't have to take the three-legged dog if it's too much. Just hold it down dog or rest in child's. Roll the ankle the other way. If you are still in three-legged dog, point your toe and then lift the legs skyward. So you can open the hips here, but try to not open the shoulders. Keep the shoulders square. Bend the top knee, let the foot flop back towards the opposite hip to really open that back of left leg and the hips and the inner thigh and the groin. And then pick it up. Exhale, knee floats through, flying plank. You're going to step through or help it through. So if it gets stuck, just kind of help it to come to the top of the mat. And then drop the other knee, left knee drops. Inhale, arms rise. Anjaneyasana, crescent lunge. At the top, interlace your fingers, release your pointer. And slice the arms across your lap towards the right. So you're coming to the outer edge of that front leg. You could stay here or place the hands in prayer and come to a knee down prayer twist. Thumb comes to sternum, bottom elbow down, top elbow up, and eventually the head could roll up to the ceiling if that's comfortable. If that's unstable feeling or bothers the neck, look to the side or look down. And you're breathing. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, release the arms, interlace the fingers, point at the ground, just like you did for the different variations we've been practicing with those steeple hands. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the face, maybe look up. And exhale, swan dive, touch the ground or blocks. Back toe curled under, lift the back knee and step up to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up to stand, palms touch. Exhale, hands through prayer, eyes closed. Come back to your breath and intention. Deep inhale. Exhale, release the arms. Continuing other side, sun breath. Inhale, lift, arms above the head. Interlace your fingers, release your pointer. Stretch to the left, bump the hips to the right. Look up. Inhale through center. Exhale, up for the other way. Inhale through center. Exhale, release the hands behind. Drop the chin, interlace the fingers. Press the fist down so you can squeeze the heart open. Lift the throat, the face. Exhale, sit into skier pose and hold. You're going to pause there. I'm just going to turn to the side. Stay where you are. So long diagonal line from hips to head, holding. Deep breath. Holding here or deep fold. You could straighten the legs. You could drop the head. You could let the arms move away from the back. Breathing into the back body. Good. And from here, bend the knees and bend the hips. Come back to skier, lengthen. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release the hands. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, bend the knees, swan dive. Inhale, lengthen, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Stretch it out. Exhale, deep fold, left leg steps back. Soften left knee to the ground. Inhale, arms lift, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, dive forward. Step the front leg back to meet the back leg to a modified knee down plank. Point the elbows back, come to your belly. Uncurl the toes. Lift to cobra, float the heart forward. Exhale, release to belly. Press up to table. Curl toes under, downward dog. Inhale, rise on the balls of the feet, lift your heels. Exhale, drop the left heel, bend the right knee, look underneath the left arm. Inhale, rise. Exhale, switch. Inhale, rise. Exhale, both your heels drop, just like we did on the other side. Now you're going to float your left leg up to three-legged dog. Flex the foot. Roll your ankle one way. Roll it the other way. Keep your leg straight, point your toe, lift it skyward, open the hips. And bend the top knee, let your foot fall back to opposite hip. Inhale, kick high to sky. Knee comes into like a flying plank, and you're going to step it through. If it gets stuck, just help pull it through to a lunge. And then soften the back knee down. Lift the arms up, Anjaney. This time interlace your fingers, release your pointer, look at the sky. Slice the hands to the left, just like we did on the other side, right across your lap. You're going to just plug that arm bone to the outer edge of the front thigh. Palms could press to prayer if you want, but you don't have to take this. You can roll your thumb up to your sternum and look up. Your sternum up to your thumb, rather. And breathing. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, release. Interlace your fingers. Point down at the ground. Inhale, float the arms above the head. Look up. Exhale, release. Dive forward. Back toes are curled under. Back knee lifts. Step up. Inhale, lengthen. Flat back. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Out and up. Exhale, hands through prayer. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, release your arms. Let's keep flowing here. Sun breath. Inhale, lift. Regular swan dive. Dive forward. Straight back, straight legs. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, deep fold. Right leg steps back. Low lunge. This time, keep your back knee lifted. Hands on the ground or the blocks. Soften the back knee. Lift the heart. Breathe in, look up. Exhale, lift the hips, straighten the legs, head to shin. Do that a couple times. Bend the knees, inhale, lift. Exhale, lift the hips, straighten legs, head to shin. One more time, bend the knees. And lift the hips. Hold the top, keep the legs straight. Lengthen your spine, come high on the fingertips. Pull the head away from the tail, so you're in this wide-legged pyramid pose. And then exhale, deep fold if you want, touching the ground or the blocks, head towards shin or flat back. You could also turn your hands to that back foot, reaching the fingers and palms back, head to shin, breathing here. Good, walk the hands back to frame the front foot. Bend the front knee so you're in a low lunge. Press into the right hand, fingers are blocked, and twist towards your front bent knee. Lift that top arm. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale the hand, we're going to come up to warrior two. So my back's going to be to you for a moment. You're going to spin your back heel down. So you're anchoring that back foot. Reach the right arm forward, so it's the opposite hand of that front bent leg. And then cartwheel up to reverse warrior. So the front knee bends and you just float on back. Good, pause there. Hold that reverse warrior. I'm just going to switch here so you can see better. Holding that reverse warrior. And then inhale, open up, straighten the legs, straighten the arms. Look to the long edge of the mat. Shift the hips back, slide the arms forward, and then bring the front hand to the shin, the ankle, or the ground. Come right into a triangle pose. You'll take a couple breaths in triangle. Good, on an inhale, rise up. Bend the front knee, dance back, reverse warrior again. And then inhale, open arms, shoulder height. Turn the toes forward, the heels back. Lift the arms up. As you exhale, bring the hands behind you. Drop your chin, interlace your fingers. Press the fists down, squeeze the backs of the shoulders together, lift the heart. As you breathe out, hinge at the hips. Take a deep fold, drop the head and float the arms away from your back. Couple breaths here. Okay, let the arm bones pull you up. All the way to stand at the top. Anchor the tailbone down. Press the fist down. Squeeze the heart open. Look up. Release your chin back down. Float the arms out and up. Big sun breath. You could follow those hands with your gaze. Open the arms shoulder height. Spin the front foot forward, so left foot forward. Left knee bends, arms open. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, cartwheel down. Left arm, right arm. Pivot on the ball of the back foot. And revolve here. Press into the right hand. Lift the left arm and twist. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, release that hand. You're going to step back to either plank or modified plank. So your choice to drop the back knee or not. Step the front leg back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower chaturanga or modify by dropping the knees. Hover or come to your belly. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Up dog, you're on the tops of the feet, knees are lifted, arms are straight. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, come on to the balls of the feet, so lift your heels up. And as you breathe out, drop the right heel, bend the left knee, look underneath the right arm, just like we did in our first flow. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, switch. Inhale, rise. And exhale, both heels drop on your next inhale. Float the right leg up, three-legged dog, just like we did in the warm-up. Flex your foot, roll your ankle one way. Roll your ankle the other way. Keep your legs straight, point your toe, lift it skyward, open up the hips. Bend the top knee, let the foot flop back towards that back heel. Inhale, kick it up, high to the sky. Knee comes into belly, flying plank this time. So you're gonna hover before you step it through, just hover. And then kick back, three-legged dog. Take the knee to the opposite elbow, shift forward, point your toes. So you're working your core, abdominal muscles, back, shoulders. Kick back, three-legged dog. Take it to outside elbow, glide forward. Kick back, three-legged dog. Now step or help it through to a lunge, but we're going to keep our knee lifted this time. Come on the fingertips, press out through the back heel, and inhale, lift the arms. High lunge. Hold here. So similar to the first flow that we did, interlace your fingers, release your pointer, and that steeple pose with the arms. Slice the arm bones across your lap, so the outer edge of the arm touches the thigh, just like we did in that knee down lunge in the beginning. Stay here or palms together, prayer twist. You could drop your back knee if you wanted to, like we did earlier. Maybe look up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release the gaze, interlace your fingers, point down at the ground. Inhale, slice the arms up one more time. And then exhale, open the arms, touch the ground or the blocks. From here, walk the hands forward a couple inches. You're gonna float this back leg up to warrior three. So lift the back leg up, head in line with heel. Come on the tips of the fingers, pull the head away from the hips. See if you could balance for a moment. Maybe open the arms like wings. So warrior three, Virabhadrasana three. And now we're gonna pull this right up to crane pose. So lift the arms, lift the arms, lift the leg, pull the knee up to hip height. Now you're standing in crane pose, pause. Open the arms to T. Soften the elbows and the wrists. And hold that crane pose, Balakikasana. Take a deep breath. Release the hands, catch the hips, send the leg forward. And release the foot down. Spring up, inhale. Exhale, a big sigh. Inhale, lengthen, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana, just flushing all that out. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, reverse. Exhale to prayer. Close your eyes. Just take a moment to land and notice how you feel here. Come back to your intention. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, release the arms. Whole thing on this side. Sun breath. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, deep fold. Left leg steps back, low lunge. Hands are on ground or block. Back knee drops. Breathe in, look up. Exhale, lift hips, straighten legs, head to shin. Twice more, bend the knees. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Hold the top, lengthen your spine. Pull the head away from the tail. Firm up the leg bones and muscles. Pull the front right thigh up and back. Drop the left hip down and forward. Hold your flat back or deepen your fold over those straight legs. Maybe walk the hands back to the back leg, turning the fingers back and breathing here. Good, walk the hands back to frame the front leg, bend the front knee, so you're in your lunge. So same thing, my back's gonna be to you for just a moment. We're coming up through reverse warrior 2 or Virabhadrasana 2. Spin your left heel down, your back heel, and you're gonna cartwheel up to that reverse warrior. So lift the left arm, let that pull your body up, keep the bend in the front knee, and dance back. And you're gonna hold that. So when you get there, just stay. Hold for a couple breaths in that reverse warrior or dancing warrior, opening up the side body. And then inhale, open the arms, straighten the legs. We're gonna get ready for triangle. Slide the hips back, slide the arm bones forward, keep the legs straight. Bring the front hand to the shin, the ankle, the ground, or a block. And look up if you can. If not, look down, couple breaths. Good, top arm brings you up, bend the front knee, dance back, reverse warrior again. Inhale, open arms, shoulder height. Toes turn forward, heels turn back. Lift your arms up. Exhale, hands behind for today. Drop the chin, the tailbone, interlace the fingers. Press the fists down, squeeze the backs of the shoulders together. And then dive forward, hinge at the hips. Come all the way down. And drop the head. Maybe float the arms away from the back. Few breaths. Just breathing right into the backs, the hamstrings and legs. Right into any area that you're feeling tension. And dropping into this place of centerness, of peace, of alignment. Good. Arms pull you up, head's the last to lift. You'll press your fists down, squeeze the heart open, open the chest, the collarbones, look up. And then release the gaze back down. Make sure to drop the tailbone so the hips and the low back are long. And then inhale, float the arms up, big sun breath here, look up. Exhale, open arms, shoulder height. Set up for warrior 2 again. Spin the front foot forward, heel lined up with arch of back foot. Bend the front knee, warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Look out over front fingers, deep inhale. Exhale, cartwheel, front arm, back arm, pivot on ball, back foot, twist. Press into left hand, lift, right arm, revolve, and hold. Deep breath in. Exhale, release. Either keep the back knee lifted or drop it. Step back to plank or modified plank. Lower chaturanga or modify. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, come on the balls of your feet, lift your heels. Exhale, drop the left heel, bend the right knee, look underneath the left arm. Inhale up. Exhale, switch. Inhale up. Exhale, both heels drop, and then on your next inhale, float your left leg up, three-legged dog, flex your foot, and roll your ankle. And then roll it the other way. And then keep it straight, point your toe, lift it skyward, open it up. Bend the top knee, let the foot flop back towards the opposite hip. Pick it up. Knee into belly, flying plank to hover. Kick back, three-legged dog. Take the knee across the body to opposite elbow, hover. Kick back, three-legged dog. Take the knee to the outside elbow, last time, hover. Kick back, three-legged dog. Step or help that leg through to a lunge. Come high on the fingertips. Inhale, lift the arms. Find your balance. Take a moment just to land, to connect, to feel the ground underneath the feet. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, hands together. Interlace the fingers, release the pointer, and slice the arm bones across your lap. Hold there. Or prayer twist, elbows bend away, palms press together. Gaze could roll up. Deep breath. Release, interlace your fingers, point at the ground, look down. Inhale, slice the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, rise, warrior 3. Lift that back leg, stand on the front leg. Press the head away from the tail, balance here. Maybe open the arms. Woo. Try to not tip over. and then come up to crane. Lift the knee, lift the arms above your head like Tadasana, pick the knee up to crane, float through. Open the arms to T. Bend the elbows and the wrists, crane arms, hold. Take a breath. Release, catch the hips, straighten the leg, hold it up. And release it down. Inhale, spring up. Exhale, sigh. Inhale, lengthen flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, deep fold. Good. From here, you're going to walk, step, or bend your knees and hop back. If you're hopping back, hop to chaturanga. Walk or step back to plank or hop to chaturanga. Lower. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Okay, we're going to do a little hip opener here on both sides. So float the right leg up, three-legged dog. And to bring this through to pigeon. So bend the knee right into pigeon. You're going to float that right leg through. Slide the shin forward and then slide down onto that back leg. Uncurl the toe. Come high on the fingertips. So if pigeon doesn't work for your knees or your hips, you could do that eye of the needle pose, like that figure 4 on your back. That's a good hip stretch too. So you could come onto your back and take that if you don't want to be in pigeon. Lift the heart, lift the chest, look up, little back bend. And then let's walk right over that front leg. You can come on the hands, you can come down onto the forearms. You could also open the elbows and stack the palms or the fists and drop the head and take a few breaths there. Good. And then when you're ready, come on up. And walk the hands back to frame that front leg. I'm going to give you an option here. You don't have to take it. You could stay in this proud pigeon for a few breaths and just feel that stretch, that really nice stretch in the groin, the hip flexor, and in the outer edge of the right leg. Or if you want to take a little back bend and more intense stretch for the quadricep, you're going to bend the back knee and see if you can bring that right hand in front and just reach that left arm back to catch the foot. And again, this isn't going to be for everyone, so if this doesn't feel comfortable, don't worry, you don't have to do it. You're going to bend the heel just towards the hip. My hamstrings or my quadriceps are pretty tight, so I can't go any further, but if you want to move it in a little further, go ahead. Now there's a couple variations here too, depending on where you're at in your practice. If you want to take them, you could kick that foot into your hand. You could come high on the fingertips of the front arm. And if you wanted to balance, lift that arm. Maybe bring the thumb and the pointer finger to touch. Or if there's the flexibility, you could just hook that toe into the elbow crease, reach the top arm back. Good. If you took either of those, start to release. Bring the hands down, and from here, a little different. You're going to tip onto the right hip and just sweep that back leg all the way around to come on the sole of the foot for a twist. So you take it all the way around here. If you get stuck and you can't get this left hip down, take your bottom leg and uncurl it, okay? It's either straight or it's tucked underneath you. You're going to hold the front shin and sit up tall. And take our twist here. So lift the left arm, same arm as bent leg, and twist towards your bent leg. Bring that straight arm down and then hug the knee into the elbow crease and sit up really tall. And there's a couple variations here too. So this would be option 1, either bent bottom leg or straight. You could also hook the elbow across the lap, palm like a high five to look at the side or over the back shoulder. There is a bind here. So if that's in your practice and you like to bind, what you would do is turn this top arm down to touch your kind of outer edge of hip. If you can, you're going to sneak it right into that space between the legs. The other arm's going to internally rotate, thumb down. It's going to wrap behind you, and you're going to try to catch your fingers or grab a hold of your wrists. Again, not for everybody, but if binding is in your practice and you want to bind in your twist, you can. Lift the chest, look over the back shoulder. And breathe. Good. Unravel the bind if you are in it. You can come back to kind of a neutral pose with a hand at the high five. Unwind the body. Let's take a twist the other way. Just counter twist. Twist the other way. Bring the left arm inside that lap, palm open. Touch your thumb and pointer finger comfortably, and then lift the chest up and just unravel slightly to that other side. Look to the side or over the back shoulder. Good. Come through center. This is going to be a big transition out. It's the same way we got in. We're going to take this top leg and spin it back. So you're coming back towards pigeon. Top leg unravels. It goes all the way back. That bottom leg is going to curl in. So if it wasn't curled in yet, curl it in like pigeon. Curl the back toes under. Lift the back knee and float that front leg up and back to three-legged dog. I'm just going to get this way so you can see. So you're floating back to three-legged dog and hold. If you want to float it high to the sky and open the hips and maybe bend the top knee and let the foot flop back, go for it. Inhale, kick it up. Exhale, release it down. Come to the other side. So the left leg floats up, three-legged dog. The left leg floats through to pigeon. Bend the knee. Bring the shin forward. Slide the back leg back. Uncurl the back toes. Lift up high before we go anywhere. And know that you could be on your back, taking figure four. You could also be in like a pinwheel shape here and take like a modified pigeon. So find something that works for you. I know that this is our moderate class or intermediate flow class, so some of these moves might feel challenging or different. It's okay. You just do what you can do, what you want to do. It should work for anybody, any body. You can adjust and modify. Lift up, and then go ahead and walk down in your pigeon if you're in this shape. You can come onto the forearms. You could rest here. You could also open your elbows. Stack your palms or fist, or flatten out the hands and drop the head. And stay for a couple breaths. Good. And then when you're ready, come on up. Walk the hands back. Frame that front leg. Little heart opener. Open up the chest. Lift the face. And look back down. You're going to stay in pigeon. Or if you want to go for that quadricep stretch, bring your left hand forward to kind of help your balance. Right hand's anchored here. You're going to bend that back knee. And again, I know that this might not work for your knee or for your hips or for your balance. And if it doesn't, you can skip it. Right arm's going to reach back if you can and grab your foot. Only if you want. Otherwise, hold your pigeon pose or any other pose that you want to be in. If you're on your back still, you could still be in that figure four. You could kind of work the heel back towards the bottom to get a little deeper stretch, just noticing how that feels. And then kick the foot into hand. Really open up the armpit chest area. Look forward. And then if you want to balance, float the top arm up. Touch the thumb and pointer finger, look up. If you want more, you could really bend that knee and get it into the crook of the elbow, and then top arm comes up to catch the fingers. Good. If you're in one of those variations, slowly come out. You're going to take that back leg and swing it around to the front. So sit on the front hip. Back leg comes all the way around. We're getting ready for that twist. So option, bottom leg is curled under, or if you're getting stuck and you can't get your right hip down, unwind it. So you're setting up for a comfortable. Hold the shins, sit up tall. Good. Lift the same arm as your bent knee. Take a deep breath. And then twist towards that bent knee. Bring the elbow, the knee into the elbow crease. Drop the back hand behind and sit up tall. So that's option one. You hold this twist right here. Beautiful place to be. We practice this in our gentle classes too, with the bottom leg straight typically. If you want more, bring the outer edge of the elbow to the knee, palm like a high five, looking to the side or over back. And for a few of you, if you have the flexibility in your shoulders and you want to bind, you're going to kind of turn that top hand down and reach into the space between the legs. The back arm internally rotates, it wraps around, and you reach for your fingers or grab a hold of your back rib. Sit up tall. Unwind. Come all the way across, so bring the right hand inside the leg, palm up, thumb and pointer finger touch. Rotate to the side or look over the back. Holding there. Good, unravel. Last big move, that front leg's gonna float around. I'm gonna move this way, all the way to pigeon. You're gonna press into your hands, curl the back toe under, float the left leg up and back, three-legged dog. You could be in that like split version or just a square hip version. Maybe bend the top knee, let the foot fall back if that would feel good. Kick it up, release it down. Drop to your knees, keep the toes curled under, and rest in child's. Uncurl your toes. Sink back. Ah, you did it. I'm just holding here. Breathing here in any version of a child's pose that would feel good. Arms extend. Palms could press together to prayer and fold back. Arms could be alongside the body. Just a few easy breaths in child's pose. Breathing into the low back, the middle back, the upper back. Good. Bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. Roll up to sit on your heels. Take your time, or a high kneel. Bring the knees back hip width and just come off to sit on the side and swing the legs around. We will come right onto our back. So scoot your body up. We'll come down together. Lift the arms up and slowly lower. Tuck the tail. Keep going. Scoop the belly. Good. All the way down. When you get down, take a big stretch, that big celebratory stretch. You did it. You did awesome. You showed up here for yourself. You pushed the boundaries of your flexibility or your strength or your balance. You are breathing, lengthening, strengthening, connecting to the heart, the breath, forming this union between your body, your mind, and your heart. You did awesome. Bring your knees into your belly. Hold on to the tops of the knees or the shins, or wrap the arms around the legs and take your rock. Left to right. Hands to kneecaps, circle the knees one way to take that circle like a clock around the sacrum, hitting all the numbers on that clock, massaging the low back into the earth. And then go the other way. Good. Place your feet on the ground, knees up to the ceiling. Slide the hands down the thighs. Place the hands on the lowest part of the belly. And then your choice to either open the knees to bound angle, where the knees come wide and the feet come together. Or if that's too intense of a hip opener and you want more restorative, widen your feet as wide as the mat and let your inner thighs and knees touch. So one or the other, either bound, reclined bound angle or that supported rest pose. Hands could stay on the belly, or you could bring a hand up to the chest and a hand on the belly. You could also let the hands come like Shavasana, 45 degrees away from the body, long diagonal line, excuse me, from shoulders to fingers. Wherever you chose to be, just take a moment to land. Take a moment to notice your breath, the rhythm of the breath, the pattern of the breath, the depth of the breath. Take a moment to notice the rhythm of your heart, feeling your heartbeat. Take a moment to notice the vitality and energy and life force that you cultivated within yourself through this practice. Take a moment to remember any intention that you might have created today. What brought you here this morning? Why did you choose to tune in today on this particular Friday? What are you seeking from this practice? What do you want to invite into your body, to your mind, to your heart? Just breathing that in. Letting that touch the outer edges and corners, the inner edges and corners of the body, the mind, the heart, and the spirit. You're welcome to stay here for another moment, or if there's another pose or posture or stretch or movement that your body wants, feel free to take that. And then when you're ready, when you feel complete, just come to rest in Shavasana. I'll guide you in case it's new or less familiar. We'll just lie here for a couple moments together. So eventually, in your own time, the legs will come long. And they'll be slightly greater than hip width distance, and the feet can splay off to the sides. And the legs could be straight on the ground, or they could be draped over a bolster or a rolled blanket or pillows or blocks. Your arms can be slightly away from the body, space at the armpit, space between the body and arms. Palms are open to the ceiling, open to the sky, open to the heavens, open to receive and take in whatever it is that you're seeking, and open to put out and share whatever it is that you wish to contribute to the world around you. Take a deep breath in. And full breath out. Let your breath soften. Let your body relax. Feel yourself surrender even deeper with each breath. Take the next couple moments in stillness and silence. And as you lie here, feel free to stay as long as you'd like. Or if you'd like to gradually come out with me, just begin to deepen your breath without needing to move your body quite yet. Just become aware of your body and the shape that your body is taking, how you feel within your body. And perhaps bring movement into fingers or toes. Eventually make your way gently and mindfully onto either side to come into a fetal pose. Bring the knees into the belly, bring the arms into the chest, and just take a moment to rest. Use the top arm to press the ground away, come up to seated. We'll just be here for a moment to close out our practice. So eyes could be closed or soft, steady gaze. Turn the palms open, backs of hands to the lap in that gesture of receiving, of giving and receiving. Sitting up tall. Back to that 3-part breath. Take a deep inhale. And full exhale. On your next in-breath, bring the hands together to prayer position, Anjali Mudra, palms touch. Exhale to bow your head to yourself, back to your heart. And we'll end together on the sound of Om, the sound of community, starting with a letting go breath. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale a sigh. We'll begin. Deep breath in. As your head bows back to yourself, taking one last moment to honor the divinity and the light that shine within you. Namaste. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today and always. And I wish you a beautiful Friday and a great weekend. I can't wait to see you guys again real soon. Take care and enjoy the sun while it lasts. So have a great day. Thanks again for being here. And I'll see you next time. Thank you, Helen. Good to see you. Thank you, Mom. You guys are awesome. I'm so glad that you're enjoying the virtual classes. I did want to tell you one quick thing for those of you that are still on. I know some of you practice with me on Friday nights too at 5:30 for candlelight yoga. Tonight, there will be no candlelight yoga. I'm doing a yoga teacher training for kids to hopefully teach some toddler yoga with my daughter Isla, with my 3-year-old. So no candlelight yoga tonight. Everything is well in my world, but that's why class is canceled tonight. So we'll be back like normal next week. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 9 and candlelight yoga next week. Also, if you do Zumba, no Zumba on Tuesday night because of that training. But otherwise, everything is as usual. So have a great weekend. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you, Robbie. Thank you, Chelsea. Thank you, Amy, Helen. I'm so glad you guys are here. I miss you so much, and I can't wait to see you guys again real soon. So have a great weekend. Mwah. Take care.